down the onslaught. But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle, whether it's the nose or the two defense.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Mayfield looks to throw. Steps away to his, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Trying to get it to Landry there. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Wait, 20.
So after the INT, it's Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a run.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Christian Kirksey, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Brady now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Go! You can't block me.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope. In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Set! 3-19!
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit!
Now Mayfield. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at about the 32. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Shadow!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Brady. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 76 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch him now, Barney. Over.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Mayfield to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here, as that's taken up close to the 40. So the Patriots coming out now. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure and make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.